Today we have the 2025 refreshed Model Y Juniper. This one right here is the dual motor all-wheel drive long range. One of the biggest difference is from the back. As you can see, the dual motor badge here, and the license plate frame has actually been moved to the bottom as opposed to the center of the car before. Inside the trunk, similar trunk space, these buttons to press to easily fold down the seats. The bigger difference here is the rear light bar. It's actually one of those reflector style, so the LED strip is on the top and then it shines down, which reflects here. It looks very nice, very clean from night. Brake lights starts from here, integrated on each side. Charge port as usual. This one is wrapped in 255, 40 or 20 in front and back. The Model Y Juniper receives the Model 3 Highline update, which has a rear infotainment screen that you can use to adjust your AC, your seat climate, as well as play media, games, and music streaming. It's definitely a great addition compared to the before, but I do wish that this screen is added to the front on the driver's side instead of in the back. Down here you do have two USB Type-C charge ports. Seats as usual, ISOFIX. Center armrest with two cup holders. Heated seats in the rear. The front seats are both heated and ventilated. Another update of the Model Y Juniper is that it also receives a front-facing camera at the bottom, and this will be a great addition for the distance estimate based on pure vision, since there are no longer ultrasonic sensors for Teslas. One addition for the Model Y Juniper is that it does have a drink latch, which means that you can put your drinks, you can put ice cubes in here, and it'll be just fine. Tow hitch as usual, very nice, great addition. Some dampenings as usual. Windshield washer fluid. Easy to close hood. There are actually some side vents here for improved aerodynamics. It's definitely good to see. Yeah, another thing with the front facing camera, you would think that Tesla now has the bird view 360 camera, and it actually doesn't. We'll see that in the infotainment in just a second. It's still the same as before, except that you can customize, or you can set to see specifically the camera facing forward, which is kind of nice when you're using it for parking. Inside the Model Y Juniper, you could see that brand new seats, heated and ventilated. Huge center console as always, cup holders. Armrest, center console with a embedded USB-C for charging. This one currently is running the FSD version 13.2.8. It's the same version as the Cybertruck I tested a few weeks ago. The brand new Model Y Juniper actually uses a brake-by-wire-ish system. So what that means is when you're pressing the brake pedal, instead of controlling how much frictional brakes you're using, this is now sending a signal, a emulated signal to the computer, telling the computer how much brake pressure you want. This is nothing new in electric vehicles. The Audi e-trons, Mercedes EQ series, the Hyundai and the General Motors, a lot of EVs already have this brake-by-wire-ish concept, so that when you're pressing the brake pedal, the first few braking pressure, or the first X amount of braking pressure, is done through the energy region from the electric motors. And then when you press it harder, when the car detects that you want more brake force, then it's actually engaging the frictional brakes, which is very nice. One thing I forgot to mention that is quite important to a lot of people is that the Juniper now has a turn signal stalk. But don't get your hopes up, this is only a turn signal stalk. What that means is it can only do left blink or right blink, and it's only one stage. So there's no single press, there's no deep press, it's just one stage. And it's just a stalk, so you don't get the windshield wiper adjustments on here. And that is still a button on the steering wheel, but it's now at a different location. With the other Tesla steering wheels, your adjustments are on the right side of the steering wheel, but this one is actually on the left. They've cleaned up the button layout as well, which is very nice to see. Same for the windshield wiper. Single press once, press and hold the washer fluid. So now we're on the road. First impression, it's very quiet of a cabin. This does have laminated double pane glass, both the front and the back. Very great feature, good addition to see. And the suspension, I went through a few speed bumps. This is definitely a much softer, less sporty suspension feel compared to the old Model Y, especially the Model Y Performance before, which was very firm, very harsh. It's dual motor, acceleration should be smooth, very fast. Plenty power. Not as quick as the launch edition, but definitely in the same segment. Is faster than a lot of competitors. EQE 350 SUV from Mercedes, even the Porsche Macan 4. And now with the deceleration pedal set to reduced, when I depress the brake, I am actually modulating how much regenerative braking is coming in, as well as how much friction brake is being used. Very nice feature. We have the Model 3 Highland styled ambient light strip, and you can actually customize the strip a lot. This is the blind spot monitoring that will tell you if there's a car on the left or on the right. If you purchase the sexy buttons, the Commander, from a company called Enhance, so you could actually set it that when there's a car coming, when there's a car in your blind spot, the left side of your ambient lighting strip turns to red to indicate that there's a car in the blind spot. Very nice feature. With the most recent update last week, mid-April, you can also set it that you can shift gear using the right knob. So push up or down to shift into forward or reverse. You could enable a feature that requires you to put your foot on the brake when doing that, so you don't accidentally shift out of drive or shift out of park. It's very nice. Same update on the Enhanced Sexy Commander brings a very good convenience feature, the passenger side easy entry. So when the passenger door is opened, the seat will automatically move forward, backward, depending on the profile of the passenger sides. It's very nice. One of the other features that I wish the Model Y Juniper has is, like I said, the front driver's side screen is much needed, and I think it will be a great addition if it does have one. Is either this or a head-up display. I know that you can get used to theoretically any setup in a car, especially if you've been driving Tesla for a long time. You get used to this big speedometer on the right. It's good to see, but still, from my point of view, this is a closer focus, if you know what I'm talking about. So when you're looking at cars in front of you out on the road, you actually need to take your eyesight focus from far in front to somewhere of a closer focus in order to check your speed and read your surroundings, even your battery conditions, as well as the local speed limit. So I definitely understand that, you know, this interior layout, it's probably not luxurious, although we do have a suede texture here, very nice soft touch all around. But it's been here for a while, right? It's been here for a couple generations, couple years from all Teslas except the Model S and X. So I think it's probably a good idea, even if it comes as an optional accessory, right? To have like a driver instrument cluster or a head-up display. So, like I mentioned, this does have a 360-ish camera, so you do have this new front lower part camera, but it doesn't, the way that this tri-screen is set up, you do not get a traditional bird's eye view, but that's okay, right? Acceleration from a dig, plenty quick, get up to speed easily. Now I'm pressing the brake pedal, it's doing energy regen on this green bar, so it's very smooth. Usually when people that don't drive a Tesla for the very first time, with this new region settings, this new brake feel, it's less easier to get your passenger car sick when you're not used to driving a Tesla or any other EVs that have this one pedal drive concept. And in terms of the brake lights, when you let go of your accelerator, the brake light does come on, but when you're in the weak or the reduced regenerative braking, when your speed is faster, it might not come on. So that's something to pay attention to. So if you're just feathering the gas pedal and letting it go and pushing it, let it go a bit short, don't fully let go of it, your brake lights might not come on. So it's a good thing to pay attention to in case, you know, there's a car tailgating you really close. I think that this dual motor all-wheel drive version I will actually believe that it will have a optional purchasable acceleration package, or like a acceleration boost feature that you can buy later on in the app, kind of like some of the Model 3 or the Model Y from before, earlier generations, where you could spend money to, it's kind of like the function, the concept of downloading more RAM, right? You could spend your money and buy more acceleration, because everything is electric, so you could technically pay to unlock the full power from the electric motors. That's kind of cool, but this one is plenty fast. As of now, mid-April, the North America market does not have the rear-wheel drive single motor variant of this Juniper. I know that the Chinese market and probably the European market already has the car. But Tesla did make an announcement saying that they are making a cheaper version or a budget-friendly Model Y Juniper starting in June. So we'll see what that's about. Right? We'll see where they cut the budget. With this front-facing camera, you actually have a washer feature. That's very nice. So it's kind of like the Audi and BMW cars. You could wash the back. Now you can wash the front as well. So very nice. Very good to see. But if you put it back into the standard mode, you go back to this one pedal drive kind of concept. So if you let go, it's that big surge of deceleration that you're used to in many other Teslas. And with the deceleration in standard, if you let off your foot on the brake, the foot on the gas pedal, you come to a stop very quick. And the vehicle does go into auto hold once it's stationary. Driven other Teslas before. This one pedal drive is one of a kind in this industry. One of the best features that people like to see when buying a Tesla for road trip purposes is that when you navigate to somewhere, anywhere that's further than your current battery range, it will actually calculate the remaining distance, remaining battery level, and it will actually find en route charging stations for you. That's very nice to see. I know that a lot of other EVs, even in 2025, don't have that feature built in their navigation system. So that's why apps like a Better Route Planner exist. And those are very good apps, very good features. It's just that it's definitely better when it's embedded into the car. As you can see, right, when you're navigating to somewhere that's further, you will actually run out of range, and it actually tells you how many charging stops is expected. And these are all Tesla superchargers, so that's another pro for owning a Tesla, is that you don't have to deal with Electrify America or a lot of other charging infrastructures that are not as good, not as reliable as Tesla. And now that the superchargers have opened up to other cars, so you could technically get an adapter and use this network as well, but it'll be relatively pricier compared to if you have a Tesla. And this beep is a old style Tesla traditional feature where when the light turns green, beeps at you. It tells you that time to go, in case if you're on the phone or you're looking at the infotainment. What I find really funny is even if you're in FSD, full self-driving, this chime noise will still be there. It's kind of like the car reminding itself or reminding the FSD computer that, hey, yeah, it's green light, it's go time. It's quite interesting, very fun. The gear shifting is still the same as before. In case of a failure on the screen, these on the top do light up, that you can push these capacitive touch panels to shift gears, and this is where your hazard light is located here as well. Very smooth acceleration. I've always thought that Teslas are one of the easier cars to get a smooth acceleration. We've talked enough about region in this video. I just want to mention that I've driven a lot of other EVs from manufacturers in China, from America brands, European brands. Some brands like the Zeekr, which is the electric vehicle company owned by Geely, which owns Volvo. So the Zeekr, well, at least the old Zeekrs before 2023, when you lift off the accelerator pedal, that energy region actually doesn't kick in instantly. So even if you completely let off the gas pedal, it's a gradual increase of deceleration force. It could be nice. It could be nice for city driving. In my opinion, it's easier. It's easier for your passengers or your backseat friends to get car sick if you're not used to driving a one pedal drive style EV. I think that's gonna do it for now. Please let me know in the comment section what do you think about this brand new, refreshed Tesla Model Y Juniper. And also comment down below what other cars you would like to see me drive and review. I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.